Hello and welcome to this week's edition of a Thinking Boy podcast. I am with a special guest who's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Even though I know how you look like. And you know how I look like.
You're even worse. You're wearing one that covers your whole face.
Yeah, you can't see anything. No one knows who I am. I mean, I could be the host, but I could be someone else.
Could be Adrian.
No. Nah. I'm here with my brother.
Your boy, Nicoles. You could call me.
Yeah. What do you want them to call you?
Just Nick for now. Nick is fine. Or Heem. Heem's kind of cool too.
I'm gonna take this fucking mask off.
Yeah, me too. This shit's fucking irritating.
Here, toss that over there. Fix these headphones right quick.
All right.
I was gonna tell you. So the reason why you have a mask, is apparently because you have a YouTube channel.
Yes, that is true.
That I didn't really know about. I feel like my hair is all fucking wacky now, bro.
You're fine, bro. You're fine.
But you have a channel, and I never knew you had a channel. And I remember you telling me, you're my brother. I don't know if we said that, but you're my brother. Yeah. Definitely the closest relative, I imagine. There's no one else in a brother other than like if I got dad or mom on. Yeah,
unless you had like a full blood.
I don't. That's funny.
Yeah.
I don't have a full-blooded brother, technically.
Yeah, me neither.
Although I consider you like a full.
For sure. We were raised around each other, yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, I remember you mentioning something about your channel. I don't even know when you told me about it, that you have your own separate channel that you do, and no one knows how you look like.
Yeah.
Which I had no idea about. So go ahead and tell the people about that. How long you've been doing it, and what do you do on your channel?
Okay, so yeah, I've done a lot of like ASMR videos on that channel. I've been doing it for around 2 years, but the big thing about it is that like I've had to continue to keep making channels because people would keep finding them. People in like my personal life, mostly just kids in ROTC. So
what?
I had to keep redoing it over and over again, and I'm kind of solid on this one. I've been very consistent on this one. And, eventually, at the end of the month, I plan to do a face reveal once everything's pretty cool. But, yeah, it's...
I don't even know it. I don't even know your channel name.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just tag your Instagram, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, Nickkenpapi.
Nickkenpapi. At Nickkenpapi. It'll be down below.
Yeah. And then whenever the time comes around, we'll do a second episode.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But what do you do exactly on your channel for the people that don't have an idea?
So should I be speaking to them or to you?
It's up to you. Whatever.
Okay.
You want to look at the camera? Whoever's on the video version of this. If you're watching the video, if you're hearing the audio version, we had masks on the beginning. We took those shits off because it got really hot. But here we are now. Go ahead. Tell the people about your channel.
So for my channel, I do ASMR, but I also do what they're called audio role plays. If you ever watch like a role play video like GTA, I know Fern.
Yeah, shout out to Fern.
That. Yeah, shout out to Fern. He it's basically very similar to that. I play a character, and then the person who's listening to the video, they play their own character, and we just kind of like go back and forth through the script. Usually I get the scripts from Reddit.
Okay.
And, they're pretty cool people. It's a pretty cool community. There have been problems.
Really?
Yeah. There's like a lot of drama surrounding that community.
And what could possibly be the trauma in that community?
Caesar, you have no idea. So it's like a lot of like really weird people. I was about to slip. It was like a lot of weird people. And like, I don't know if you know the term grooming. There's like...
Oh, yeah, I know what that means.
There's been like dudes in there that have done that. Like, and dude, they've been like smited off the community.
To like voice actors? To like female...
Yeah, because they get fans, right? Mm-hmm. And it gets to their head. And like, they start thinking that they can do this type of stuff. Like, making a fan love them. And then kind of like using their power to like guilt trip them into getting with them, even though they're underaged.
Who's the dude who has like a pretty cool voice? He's a gamer, and he's like also like a metal rapper kind of guy. He's friends with like I think Pokimane or some shit. I actually don't even know.
Oh,
Is it Grimes? Is his name Grimes or?
I think his name is Grimes. It's either Grimes
remember.
or the one you're talking about. It's either Grimes or it's.
He has an association with Matt Reeves, I think, or somehow like that whole whatever the fuck he lives.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the person though. Like he's not necessarily a part of that community.
Oh, okay. He just has a cool voice.
Yeah, he just has a really cool voice.
Okay, I assumed he was like had something to do with that because they always like comment on his voice, like, oh, he has a deep voice and shit like that.
Oh no, it's not Grimes. It's fuck.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to remember his name, but I can't.
Corpse.
Yeah,
Corpse.
He does music, right?
Yeah. And
is there any controversy or am I just making that up? I can't remember.
No, I think the only thing about him is that like he has like a medical condition. And that makes like his voice deep. Like he has like a tube up his nose or something.
Oh, really?
And like he's like constantly in pain. So I feel bad for that guy.
God, what the fuck? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he's like constantly going through it. But I mean, with like the success he's gotten and the money he's gotten, I hope he's gotten like treatment for it.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
That sucks that he has to go through that like constantly.
That definitely sucks.
But yeah, as for the voice acting community thing, that I've been doing that for a while. But the one thing, my main goal is to just like allow my art and like my creativity to shine and eventually like become the best voice actor on YouTube.
Right. Yeah. Not in a million years would I figure you were like into that shit like at all. I would assume you were like be something to do with like gaming or I don't know, something like that. I would never assume you were into like voice recording and shit like that. And actually shout out to you because without you, there really is no like equipment that I have for the podcast, other than the tripod that Andres, Becky, and Paulina helped me buy, or they just bought it for me. I think for Christmas or my birthday, I can't remember. They hooked me up with that, and the lights I bought on my own, but they were like $20. You hooked me up with the sound panels as well. They're now here to help the audio out, and the 2 mics.
Yeah.
So you really fucking. That's what I'm saying. Like I had no idea that you were into like the whole aspect of sound editing and shit like that. So like it's very interesting as your brother being like, wait, you do what? And just like you telling me little by little about it. And I've yet to see one of your videos. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't want you to.
Well, eventually I am though. You know that, right? Eventually, like.
Man, I hope you don't.
Why?
Because like they're meant for like chicks, bro.
What do you mean chicks?
They're meant for chicks.
What?
We're gonna dive too deep in that. But yeah, I mean,
what are you reading?
It's like it's nothing fucking dirty. You can't do that shit on YouTube. But it's like
I don't know.
It's like, you know, some like people are lonely, and they're like, no, I'm dead serious. They're like,
okay.
They're like lonely, and they're like, damn, I wish I had someone to like care for me or comfort me. And
it's
like
shit like that. It's reading like poetry or something like that.
Not poetry, but it's like I'm playing a character that's comforting this person because they don't have that person like in their life.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah, it's basically.
I thought it was just like short story, like fan.
I could do that.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you like were doing it really for the creator. I never realized it was like for the audience of people that are lonely or like don't have nothing going on.
Because there's like different versions of that. Some people, they've gotten so big to the point where they're able to like go on Patreon and like make 18 plus
videos,
like
or audio, rather?
Audio, yeah, like recordings. Like some people make like
what?
18 plus scripts.
What?
I have yet to do that. I've never done that before.
That's that's very uncomfortable. I don't know how I feel about you telling me that.
It's like it's kind of
know it's that big, to be honest with you.
Yeah, dude, it's that serious. I think one chick in the community, before she got absolutely smited, she how do I explain it? It was like Mexican music over there. She I
wonder if it could pick it up on the audio. I don't know if it is though.
She basically, dude, she had like 500 or 600 patrons, and the minimum was like $5.
So you add all that up, it'd be it's 30,000 or right?
Nah, five times like 500. That's like 2,500. Like if you minus taxes,
that's like the minimum. That was the minimum $5.
That was the minimum you had to pay to get in there. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So these people, they're like taking back. It's kind of like OnlyFans, but for audio.
Yeah. Another again, like a whole like part of the internet community. Because I'm on the internet.
Yeah.
Like
we've been around since the beginning.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So like, It's funny that I'm still discovering slowly about all this like other like minute kind of things.
Yeah.
Like little things. It's interesting.
It-
Yeah. What made you do that though? Like what
like
gravitated you
what sparked it?
towards like even knowing about the community first of all, and even like deciding like I could do this, and then going into like I'm gonna get mics, I'm gonna get all this other shit.
Yeah. Basically, what kind of like threw me into it was, I think I was like looking up a Jay from or Cub Scouts video. I don't know if you know who Cub Scouts is.
I don't know who Cub Scouts
dude,
is. I mainly thought I thought of the Boy Scouts
No.
of America.
No, this dude, he's like very funny. Like this is the main guy. He's Jay. Sometimes he has his girlfriend on there, but not really. But Jay, he would like play this game called Yandere Simulator, and like it was like a really big game like 4 or 5 years ago. And basically, he would play a shit. I was looking it up, and then like I look and scroll down, and there's this chick that's doing like Yandere voice acting, and it's like a whole video. I forget her name. It's something that has to do with cat.
Okay.
But like she basically made this Yandere voice acting video, and I was like super into it. And then like I looked up more like voice acting audio role plays or whatever, and I saw like the other content creators, and I was just like, dude, these guys are like really good at voice acting. And then I was like, but I can do better than them. And then what's it called? I was like, but first I'm gonna see if I can write scripts for those people. So for a good minute I was like writing scripts for these people and like hearing them do my scripts, and I was like, yeah, I think this is what I want to do.
Wow.
So I already had that mic.
The blue snowball, the white one that I talked to, this giant one.
Yeah.
That people are always just like, what the fuck is that
Like,
he's holding?
like, what are
this
you
giant
carrying,
mic?
bro? You got a mallet in your hand?
Yeah, I honestly need it's funny because the stand to this one, I think I said it on the show before.
Yeah.
This stand that I'm holding
It's to
goes
this
to
mic.
goes to that one. And you gave me this one first, and then me, Fern, were just duct taped it, or like taped the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
So it could stand up because it's heavy. This shit's heavy as
That
fuck.
is true. It is kind of heavy.
And then I was like, damn, I need another mic. And you're like, I have this one. And honestly, I thought you were going to let me borrow the one you use now. The one that you're using now? The new one?
Yeah.
The real new one.
Yeah.
I thought you were like going to lend me that one, and then I'd have to like return it to you like each week until I get my other like mic.
Nah.
But then you had that one, and I was like, all right, bet. And you're like, you should already have a stand for it. And I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? What?
Yeah, you already attached that to it.
Oh my God, that's fucking funny.
I don't know where. Oh, no. I know what happened to that one.
What happened to it?
Oh, man. I was like trying to put it back in the box that it came in because I'd gotten this one. And I was like, all right, well, then I have no need for that one. You know what I mean? So I put it back, and like my dumbass ended up dropping the mic.
Fucking up.
And that part, like, it got detached. And there's
up?
like a ball at the end of it, and it was just like swinging around. And I was like, fuck. But, my bad. But basically, I was just like, fuck. I already fucked it up.
You threw it away or what?
Yeah, I threw the like bottom part away.
Oh my God. Could you do me a favor real quick?
Yeah.
Could you check if my phone's recording? I think I'm pretty sure I pressed it, but my anxiety is like throwing me off. I would love to see if you could just check on it real quick.
It's recording.
All right, bet. Thank God. Jesus Christ.
We're pretty solid right now.
Oh, man. I don't even have my glasses on. They're right here on the side because I had to put the mask. So I honestly don't even know how long we've been going on so far.
I don't know how long that is.
Two blind boys, which I guess runs in the family.
It's
It's in the middle. You see it?
in the middle. Oh, 14 minutes.
All right, bet.
We got a good amount of time going so far. We haven't even
we've
gotten
been doing
into like the deeper story shit.
The deeper story shit. What did you want to talk about? I'm curious because you be my brother. There really is no backstory we could go into other than you were fucking born and like now we're growing up. But what else do you want to talk about?
Kind of like, the shit that you got me into.
Oh yeah. Growing up and shit like that. How was I as a big brother kind of figure? Which I never think of myself as a big brother, but I am the big brother, like to you and to my dad's kids or my brothers and sister on my dad's side. Like I am technically the big brother.
That is true.
But I never think of myself as this like wise man or like, you know what I mean? Like this kind of like, you hear that?
Yeah.
That was weird. Yeah, I never thought of myself as like a fucking, I mean, I was a big brother, but never as like a big brother kind of like figure, which I was, but it was just kind of like brothers. Always us as like just brothers rather than like I'm the big guy. I'm the like I'm trying to like watch over you and shit like that. You know, obviously if shit popped off, like we got each other's back, but like it was never that would never like cross my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, how was it growing up with
your boy?
With me, your boy.
It was something. You know, we would always.
It was something.
It was good for the most part. It wasn't bad. You taught me a lot, and like
I remember, I just kind of let you do your own thing. I would never like bother you or anything like that. Especially when we got we got our own rooms. Mm-hmm. I never really would like, you never bother you too much
me or anything.
Nah,
we would like play around.
Yeah, on the trampoline and shit like that.
Shout out to Caleb.
Shout out to Caleb. You're watching this. Shout out to Caleb.
Oh man,
he might be around here. Honestly,
he might be outside.
He might hear the dirt bike just down the street.
The yellow on the banana bike.
Shout out to Caleb, the only white guy I've ever seen in this neighborhood.
Yeah, literally. He's pretty chill though. He's
pretty cool.
Guy.
I like Caleb a lot actually.
But yeah, no, I remember like whenever we moved here, I remember we would constantly like go on the trampoline, and there's like this big ass tree branch, and we would get like our WWE. I forget what title it was.
I think it was the.
Was it the heavyweight?
It was probably the like world heavyweight one or the intercontinental one.
Yeah, intercontinental. Yeah,
like we had both of those.
I think it was that one. Wait, is the intercontinental with the blue and like shit on it?
Yeah.
No, it was the other one.
The tag team? I know you had a tag team championship that we would like throw up on there.
Yeah, it kind of looked like
we'd try to jump up like a ladder match, a trampoline ladder match, and jump up and try to cash the shit.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the old UFC title belts.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the world heavyweight champion or the undisputed championship.
We would like hang that shit on the tree branch. By the way, we would hang the shit on the tree branch
in the backyard. Yep.
Have a ladder match, and like what's it called? Every time I was about to grab it, this motherfucker would grab me and like slam me on the trampoline.
Yeah, and then, I got to get the belt.
He's very competitive.
I had to get the belt. I think that just derived from like. I talked about it with Miguel. Shout out to Miguel. We would always just do that as kids. Like, and I was always the youngest one, which is funny.
Yeah.
Now that I was the older one, you know what I mean? But I still kind of orchestrated, like, I don't even remember, but like I climbed on the roof a couple times and would jump off from like, which was scarier as I got older. As a kid, it didn't really matter. But like, once I was like 11 and shit, I got up there and I was like, this is pretty high. It's pretty high. Like, if I don't, like, keep my balance, I might fucking eat shit and, like, miss the trampoline or, like, hit the fucking, like, metal part of the trampoline.
Turn into Flat Stanley right quick.
Bruh, I was like, I could get fucked up. Like, I could get real fucked up. But as a kid, you didn't think about that. As a kid, you would just, like, jump off.
Yeah.
But I think that's where that came from. Just trampoline wrestling and shit like that and just having fun. And you got into wrestling where you never ran into it as much as, like, me and Miguel were. Well, you were into the shit, but not, yeah.
That's kind of like... I remember getting into the WWE because of you and Miguel, and then like y'all got like SmackDown versus Raw. What was
the
it?
Games, yeah, the video games for sure. Yeah.
Oh, dude, the video games I was so into. I remember like we were so competitive on I think it was SmackDown versus Raw, either 2007 or 2008.
I remember I saw you create a character and he was like maxed the fuck out.
Yeah,
and I was like, bro, why is this man so strong right now? Like, what the fuck kind of stats does he have?
And like we would just straight up beat the shit out of each other on that game.
Yeah, have like long matches, like real long matches.
Like we're talking like over 30 minutes, like over an hour. This is how long that shit would take. But we would have fun. It would never get old.
Yeah, it was pretty fun, man. Definitely SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Mm-hmm. And like the other ones too. But really 2007 was like the main one we played.
That was
like,
the one we played a lot. I think we had 2K12 or 2K13.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still have some of them. I can't remember the last one I bought, bro. I know the last one I bought, I think it had John Cena. You know which one I bought?
16 or was it
during
oh no.
Technically the last one that I bought was like during Harvey. We didn't have shit going on, or during like some like
so many years ago. During
some like weather shit where like I just had to stay home. There was like no way I could get out. I had downloaded one. And it had to be like 20 something. Damn, bro. I think I could like hear you fucking with the mic a little bit.
Oh, are you serious?
A little bit. Just it sounds good.
Okay.
You're just pressing it like really fucking hard.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. But yeah, it was one of those. I think I had John Cena on it, and I totally bought it like online just to get some shit to play. Yeah, I forgot when the fuck it was, but yeah, it had to be like WWE 12. Oh, nah, it had to be like WWE like I don't even know. Because I guess it is a 2K now, right?
Yeah.
They're in the 2Ks. They're not even on, like, the SmackDown versus Raw shit no more. But, yeah, I remember playing that one and being like, It's fun, and then like you unlock everyone, and then after that, like I don't really play it that much. I didn't never like opened it up again. I did play the fuck out of it though during like Harvey.
Yeah.
I was playing the shit out of that fucking game, bro. I was creating everyone. I remember I would like create you. I would create my friend Josh and shit. I would create like a bunch of people.
Is that like a WrestleMania match?
Yeah, I would be like, yo, what kind of set? I would text Josh like, yo, how do you want your character to look? Just because, shout out to Josh, he's an old friend of mine.
He's gonna be on here eventually,
He's in town.
dude.
My boy's in town, yeah. So we're definitely gonna hang out. I think we're seeing Thor Saturday. So
that movie looks sick.
Yeah, I'm very excited, bro.
It has what's his name, Christian Bale or whatever.
Yeah, he's fucking the Dark Knight, bro.
Yeah.
He's making his fucking. That's the other thing too, bro. Aside from like wrestling, like movies.
Yeah. You really influenced my movie taste.
Yeah,
that and anime.
Like, anime too, yeah. Because I remember watching Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo are really and Dragon Ball Z, obviously. Those were the two ones that like I would always watch.
I forget if my first anime was Samurai Champloo or if it was
Like Dragon Ball Z, no? I'd imagine like something Goku like.
I remember Champloo before I remembered DBZ.
What?
I remember
Really?
that. Yeah. I think the reason why is because like maybe you showed me like Dragon Ball before you showed me Z.
What about the like the toys? Because I had like a bunch of Dragon Ball Z toys and shit. I had Goku and all them. You just didn't know who the fuck they were.
I didn't know who they were for a long time.
That's funny.
But it's because I wasn't really like into toys. So every time you played with toys, I wouldn't really like bother you.
That is the thing. Yeah, you were never really into toys, and I was super into toys, like hardcore, bro. I love playing with toys. You know what you dig into though, bro?
What?
Like Transformers.
Oh hell yeah,
dude! Because like I remember I was in 5th grade. I remember vividly because it was a Michael Bay Transformers, and I was just kind of like I was a fucking kid, so I didn't realize like those weren't good movies. Yeah. So at least the first one, I thought like even now I think like the first one's like a pretty decent movie. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. Like honestly, like in terms of like a popcorn like fun movie, yeah, it's pretty good. Part 2, it's a little. It's a little. What's
his name with Wiki?
Sam Witwicky. I like Sam Witwicky though.
I like him better than the other ones that
they showed us that movie in 5th grade, like the last day of school. I remember watching it and being like, holy shit, this movie's badass. And then like that whole summer from like, or maybe it was 4th grade, I don't remember, but like that whole summer I was just like obsessed with Transformers. Like every time we went to the fucking store, I'd be like, yo mom, can I get a fucking Transformer? Yeah. I had Optimus, you had Bumblebee.
Oh, dude, Bumblebee's fucking hard.
I used to love like actually transforming them, bro. Yeah, and like doing the shit quick.
Hell yeah,
man. Those toys were on fire, bro. Because that's the new ones, and they had the old ones. They had the OG ones, the small ones.
You know who my favorite Transformer is?
It's not Bumblebee.
It's not Bumblebee.
Who is it?
It's the ambulance. I forget his name.
Oh, is it No, Ratchet is someone else.
Ratchet's the smaller one.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't really know. I know fucking Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I mean, we all know Optimus Prime. Bumblebee, Megatron.
Ironside is like the fucking like one with like that's into guns, right? Or something.
Yeah, he's like the Humvee or the Jeep or whatever.
I feel like the other one is called like Rocket or some shit, isn't it? I don't even fucking know, to be honest with you. Go ahead, look it up. I forgot you have your phone. Yeah. But yeah, Transformers were like something that we really got into. In terms of toys, I feel like that's the one that I like could point to you and be like, all right, Nick was into like Transformers.
That's something you definitely got me into. That, anime, and music. Oh, dude, music is like that's the thing you influenced me the most with.
You think so?
Hell yeah. Like, I remember growing up, I would listen to like music with mom a lot. Mm-hmm. And we would listen to like cumbias and like a bunch of Mexican music. But sometimes she would play like R&B music, which is like, and she would play that good shit too. That old school good shit.
Right.
And I was like, damn, dude, this music is fucking amazing. But like, it was typical because she's a Houston girl. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So whenever I would listen to the R&B stuff, because sometimes she'd play like Marvin Gaye or she'd play like other stuff, but this is rare. But that stuff stuck with me more than anything else she played.
Because it was so different, I'd imagine, right?
It was so different, and it made me feel a type of way towards music.
Yeah, I remember her playing like Jackson 5 and shit like that. Just oldies, kind of some Al Green, maybe like you said, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, that shit, like, it kind of like scratched the back of my brain, that was like, dude, this is amazing. This is like timeless work that I'm listening to.
Right.
It's never gonna get old. I could listen to it. My grandchildren can listen to it whenever the time comes. And then eventually, you showed me a lot of alternative rock music.
Yeah.
That was
definitely growing up. I was listening to, as a kid, I was listening to a lot of Green Day, not alternative rock, but the Beatles, just different shit compared to like what you'd hear constantly. Because I saw mom would play like radio shit too. She'd play like the Black Eyed Peas or fucking like Shakira or shit like that.
The older I got, the more I realized like people like Queen, that type of music. Mm-hmm. Dude, it's so good.
Oh yeah. Freddie Mercury's a legend, bro.
Like the older I get, the more I'm like, holy crap, this is like really like really good music. It's like classics, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean they're fucking, on a side tangent, Queen is like out of this world, bro. I mean in terms of hits, like you could just, even people that like, I don't know who sings that song, you could just play them a fucking Queen song, and like literally like they'll know the song, they'll know
word for word.
Like, also like they're big like arena, that's like arena shit, you feel me, like in terms of like a sporting event or like a fucking giant hall or some shit.
I've seen the like the videos of them performing.
It's fucking crazy.
Freddie would really get into it. R.I.P. Yeah.
I still haven't seen the movie Bohemian Rhapsody with my boy. It's funny because the mask. Whoever's wondering what kind of mask I had on, it's for the video version. I'm showing the mask to the people. This is from Mr. Robot. Mm-hmm. It's a F Society mask that I've had forever. Actually, I've had this shit for like shit years. For a minute. Yeah, it's for a minute. Because I remember getting it during season, I think, during the hiatus of season 1 and season 2, right before season 2 kicked off. Yeah. Dude, the website was the shit. I used to send like fsociety.com to people, and they'd click it, and then like it looked like it's fucking with your it looks like it's hacking you basically. I don't know if they still do that. I haven't looked at the website in forever.
That's scary, dude.
It's pretty cool. I remember I'd freak Josh out and shit. I'd send it to him and be like, what the fuck? What the fuck did you send me? But yeah, it's funny because Mr. Robot has Rami Malek, who's a phenomenal actor. I mean, fucking. Oh, really?
Yeah, me and Jose were talking about. I was like, "You remind me of Rami Malek." And he's
shout out to Jose.
Yeah, the cuzzo.
He's a cuzzo. But oh my god, yeah, I could kind of see that actually. Now that you mention it,
because they're both into like software and shit.
I just see Jose with a hoodie now. Now that I think about it, you know what I mean?
He used to wear a hoodie.
He always used to have a hoodie on, which in like 90-degree weather, which still baffles me to this day, to be honest with you. I don't know the fuck you didn't get a heat stroke or some shit. Out.
I think it's because like he just like he didn't have a lot of fat on him.
Yeah, he's always been a slim guy. Even when he got big, I remember there was that period where he got like kind of chubby, but I was like, you don't look like
you don't look chubby, bro.
Yeah, like you don't. Like his face was just like more full, but then he like dropped a bunch of weight. Now he's really skinny now. He's pretty skinny.
Yeah. That thing's gonna slow down eventually, but I mean,
but his dad's slim. You get me? So I feel like he just gets it from his dad. Like his dad looks the exact same. His dad looks the exact same from when we were kids. Yeah, like, he hasn't fucking aged at all. When I saw him for the graduation, because you just graduated recently.
Yeah. Shout out
from high school. Congratulations.
The alumni over here.
Shitty handshake. Yeah, I mean, I was just like, God damn, his dad looks the exact same. He hasn't aged a day. And honestly, like, so does his mom. Lily doesn't look that old either. She looks exactly like when I look at her, she looks like Lily. Like,
yeah, they got the
there's nothing different
over there.
I think our whole family has pretty good genes, bro. Knock on wood, real quick. But
for the most part, I didn't get none of that shit.
No, I'm saying like in terms of like aging and shit. You get me?
Yeah.
Like everyone looks the same. Like mom looks the same. Grandpa same. Francis the same. Especially, there's really no one that looks different, honestly. I'd say the only ones would be like Hopi and Maria, just because they've changed like their hairstyles every once in a while.
Yeah, and they wear makeup.
But when you look at their face, they're the same.
No, they're the same.
You get me? Like even they're like they look the exact same to me. Like from when I was a kid, they look the exact same. Like that's Maria, that's Hope. Like you get me?
I feel you.
But goddamn, what the fuck we're talking? Oh, the Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, I still haven't seen it. But Rami's in Mr. Robot, and Rami's also in. He played Freddie Mercury.
Phenomenal actor, dude.
Oh man, he's off the fucking charts. That's why I fell in love with Mr. Robot so bad. And you actually finished it. I haven't even fucking finished it, bro. Like I haven't even fucking finished it. Just haven't put it off for so long.
He started this like 2 years ago. No, not even. It was like
I was watching it live. Yeah. I was watching Mr. Robot live for like I think since like episode 3. Episode 3, I remember the promos were so fucking good, dude. Like there was like a 20-second one, and it was a clip from if you watch the show, it's him with his therapist,
Oh yeah.
And she's like, what how do you
She's
feel?
bad.
Or she's pretty cute. She's asking like she's totally asking him like, what's wrong, or what do you have going on in your head? And then like he's ranting and raving about like society in general and just like what he doesn't like, shit like that. And then like at the end, like she's like, Elliot, are you there? And he's just like,
yeah, it wasn't real.
Elliot's wrong? And he's like, nothing. And I was
Mhm.
like, yo, they had like orchestra in the back. I'm like, this fucking 30-second spot has fucking yanked my ass in. Like,
Yeah, it's a
I'm
good
totally
hook.
into this shit. And the pilot's amazing. The pilot's long as fuck, to be honest with you. The pilot's like an hour and like 15, I think. It's
Is it
pretty
like
long.
the before everything happens?
The pilot's just the first episode. Episode of the show. Yeah.
Well, I mean, all the episodes are long. They're all like an hour.
They're all long, but the pilot, I remember like showing people and being like, damn, this shit's long. Like when I showed Fern and Brittany, I was like, this episode's pretty long. And also when I showed Nikki, like he totally knocked out because he's like, he likes the show, but he's just like, yo, that first episode was long.
Yeah.
And to be fair, we watched it at night, so like,
Fair enough.
I figured.
I mean, dude, what caught me in that show was the first episode. Like the first scene of the first episode where he's like in Ron's coffee shop.
Oh, okay.
And Ron like turns out to be a pedophile. And
He's not the owner, is he? Or
he's the owner, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
well, spoiler alert.
Yes.
Well, this isn't really a spoiler alert. This is like the first fucking like 10 minutes of the show. Literally, not even. Yeah,
the first 10 minutes. But dude, that thing hooked me like a fucking fish. I was like,
so if you haven't seen the show, whenever you watch the show, Rami's character Elliot is meeting the owner of the coffee shop that people go to like study, do whatever the fuck, just because they have Wi-Fi. And the owner tries to get one over on his ass, doesn't he?
He's like, no. Basically, what happens is Rami's character Elliot, he's kind of like, he goes in and he's like, I really like your place. I like how there's like such high speed internet.
Oh yeah, you're the only like place that has like high speed internet in the city.
And then he's like, but like it started scratching that part in the back of my mind. And he's like, where good doesn't exist. And he basically starts telling Rohit that he hacked him and that like he has control of everything. The
fact that I remember his name is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I remember. I'm telling you, that scene, it got me. Like that's the scene I go back to, and I'm like, dude, this is great screenwriting.
I love that show so
my
much,
God.
man. I love that fucking show so much. I also need to get back on and just finish it because like it is a really, really good show. It's really, really fucking good.
I love it.
And it's well directed. There's the cinematography is amazing. Everything is amazing. Music's good.
Oh my God. The ending is so good.
Don't spoil this shit. I've been trying to avoid this motherfucker. Like every time he talks about it, he's just like the ending, Caesar.
Dude, it's so good.
Dude, I'm just like, motherfucker, if you don't shut up, I don't want to hear anything about it.
Man,
anything.
Look, everybody out there that's watching, I'm telling you.
What?
The
I just
ending,
told you.
No, I was kidding.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, like he's always no, that scene is incredible. I'd imagine why you fucking got drawn into it. But anyway, the fucking guy ends up becoming like a pedophile. The guy was like totally like,
it's revealed he's a pedophile.
Had like a bunch of like pedophile shit on his computer.
Yeah,
or like what?
He's like distributing child porn.
Yeah, that's basically what he's doing. And Rami totally like fucking pulls like, honestly, I thought that's what the show was gonna be about. I thought the show was gonna be about him like exposing people. Yeah, which
it kind of is.
In a way, it is, but not to like a week to week. Like he's doing this shit like every week. He's like finding another creep.
Yeah, he just does it like if it presents
really,
itself.
it's like the first season, bro. The first season, he's really like going into that kind of like exposing people. The dude with the dog and all that shit.
Oh,
remember?
yeah,
the one that is like dating his therapist and shit. And he's like a scumbag.
That dude's a fucking asshole. Fuck that guy.
Fuck this fictional character. But yeah, no, I mean it's amazing. But yeah, man, I mean going back to the music thing, I still haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody, but you were mentioning Queen, and who else were you talking about? People that you got into.
All right, I'm gonna list a couple.
Go on then.
Okay.
I also feel like putting on my glasses. Go ahead. While you do that, I'm gonna put on my glasses.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna blind that the whole time. I could see, but like the fact that I can't see this computer screen, the like most important thing, has been driving me crazy. But go ahead.
Getting scared, homie.
Nah, go ahead and tell the people what other music you were into.
So Caesar, growing up, we had this shitty computer. Terrible, by the way.
Yeah, it wasn't bad back then, but like as we got older, it's pretty slow.
It's terrible now. It's about as slow as your laptop.
I don't know. It's probably slower now.
Yeah,
it's probably slower.
No,
now.
but like then.
Oh yeah.
Then
Eventually, it did get slow.
pretty
Honestly,
slow.
I don't think me downloading shit that I probably wasn't supposed to be downloading like helped that case out.
It was really bad, dude.
Because that computer had like plenty of viruses and shit like that.
Dude,
Not even viruses, just like malware and shit like that.
there's
Like
so
just
much
like
malware on there.
like files that like are
Mhm.
just empty and shit. You're like, what the fuck? Why is this on here? Why does it take
They-
up like 16
They
gigs?
zip
Like,
bombed your ass.
bruh, terrible.
But basically, we on the shitty computer for a while we had I don't know if it was internet or if it was Wi-Fi or if it was both. Did we have Wi-Fi then? We had to have because we were able
It's
to.
funny because
surf
like I remember this. We because me like I said, Miguel was the first person that I ever knew that had a computer,
Yeah.
and he had dial-up. Which do you know what dial-up means?
Yeah, it's like you ring the thing up and then you get internet.
You ring it up. What do you mean?
Like you isn't that what it is?
Dial-up is like if someone calls you, it'll come up on the screen like incoming call from T-Mobile, incoming call from whatever the fuck. But it would disrupt your internet. But it would be through the telephone line or system or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Super shitty. Dial-up is really bad.
Uh-huh.
Dial-up is really, really bad. I'm glad you didn't experience that. But our first computer was on dial-up for like a couple months, and then eventually we got like
Wi-Fi.
yeah,
It was like
or not
AT
even Wi.
It was like AT&T, wasn't it?
Yeah, Wi-Fi or like connected internet because I don't even
Mm.
think we had Wi-Fi because we didn't have phones and shit. Maybe we did, but we had like better connected internet after a while. But it was slow. Yeah.
So on this computer, I remember this is how I found YouTube, and basically YouTube, Caesar would like play music on the computer, and that's how I got into Mac DeMarco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's later on then. That's like 2000.
Yeah, this is like later on.
It had to be like 2012, 2013.
Yeah, whenever
I
he
got into
like
Mac.
just dropped, I forget. It was definitely either it was before Salad Days.
It was 2?
Yeah, I think it was
It's probably 2. 2 is an awesome fucking record, by the
That
way.
is, I remember listening to My Kind of Woman and
Okay.
being like, dude, this song is amazing.
It's a good song.
And then eventually when Blue Boy came out,
Blue
I remember
Boy.
being like one of the very like first viewers of that fake ass Blue Boy music video.
With H3 or with who?
No. Like what I mean is like there's this music video for Mac DeMarco's song called Blue Boy,
Right.
and dude, I would listen to that shit all day.
Why do you say it was fake? What was going on in the video?
No, it wasn't like because it wasn't made by Mac DeMarco. It was like a fan made
It was
video.
like a fan made kind of thing.
I'll show you right now. But it was that Chambers of Reflection. I listened to that too. And then look this right here. See, this is by David Dean Burkhart. Fucking asshole. I thought the show was real. Fuck you, guy.
Fucking asshole.
But
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck
But
that guy.
yeah, that would have to be like 20. I'd say 2013, 14.
Yeah.
That's when I really got into him. Home Shake. That was the whole like era of like indie. When I really got into like indie music.
Mhm.
Or even like alternative shit, like you said, because like I said, like growing up, it was like Linkin Park, Green Day.
That was like good stuff
who
too.
else. I was never really into like. It was funny because last time we were talking about it with Miguel. What the fuck is it? Limp Bizkit.
What the fuck is that?
He's the one that sings like keep on rolling, or the fuck.
Yeah.
He was all over like WWE shit. But like I never really got into him like that, or like a Papa Roach shit, that kind of whole like era. It was more of just like Linkin Park and Green Day was really the two that I like listened to like hardcore. That and like underground hip hop.
The other thing on YouTube that we would like see a lot
What's that?
is like AMVs.
Oh
For
my
Linkin
god,
Park.
yeah, that's really. I mean, AMVs, which
Yeah.
are like animated music videos, which were these like clips of like animes, usually like Dragon Ball Z. To be fair,
Hell yeah, that's all the ones we watched.
usually like Dragon Ball Z shit, where it would be like Gohan transforming or Trunks transforming, but it'd be like the soundtrack would be like Linkin Park's like Bleed It Out or
Animal
fucking
Have
In the
Become-
End. Oh my
Oh yeah,
god.
in the end. Oh my god, I
Well,
remember that
that's a
one.
certified classic right there,
That is a
straight up.
certified classic. I need
Certified
to find that
classic.
video on YouTube right now. But,
Bruh, those videos were the shit, and I knew those videos from like when I had MySpace.
Oh my
I would look
goodness.
at those videos and
yeah, MySpace. All
yeah, yeah, definitely. I got MySpace for like a year, and then after that, like everyone just moved to Facebook, and I was just like, God damn it! I just like spent a year fucking pimping out my profile,
Yeah.
and like
Now you
now
gotta
I
switch.
just have to, and Facebook's so fucking boy. I hate it. I can't stand it, to be honest with you. Fuck, what the fuck was I going with that? Oh, the fucking Lincoln Park was like a huge, like, those AMVs were the shit. But I would embed those videos because with MySpace, I don't know if you know, but we were able to like really customize your profile. Like you'd click on my profile and I'd have like music playing immediately, or like the background would be moving and shit.
Damn.
It was really cool. It was like light coding, like not even coding really. You're just embedding shit to your like your page.
That's pretty sick, man.
Yeah, I mean it was really cool. Like Miguel knew how to do it really well, and so did our friend Eddie. Shout out to Eddie. They both like really knew how to like put videos. Like, what the fuck you want? And like he'll add it on there for me. And then eventually I learned how to do it myself. So, but yeah, that's really how I got into the whole AMV scene. But yeah, those shits were hard as fuck, bro. They were like wrestling ones too. They were totally like wrestling versions of like AMVs, which I don't even know what the fuck those were called. But the AMVs, the Dragon Ball Z ones, and you know who else? Afro Samurai.
Oh, dude, Afro Samurai, the fucking goat.
Afro Samurai is pretty
said the thing at the beginning.
Nah, I know, dude. I should have said that. I totally fucked up.
I've been waiting a long time for you. That shit go hard.
But yeah, Afro Samurai was something. You know what's funny, bro?
What's up?
There was a record store by where Jack in the Box is.
Radio Shack.
It was called. It was not called Radio
Shack.
It was Soundwave.
Soundwave. I thought it was a
Radio Shack is an electronics store. I don't think it exists anymore.
Oh, wasn't there like a Radio Shack near there or no?
There's a Radio Shack by. You know where Poncho's at? Where like Brie Wings is at and shit. There was a Radio Shack over there, like growing up as a kid.
Dude, man,
that record store though,
that thing was sick.
I remember I had bought like either a Green Day or a Beatles record, or maybe a Pink Floyd record too. And you had bought fucking Afro Samurai, the soundtrack. And I remember being like, what the fuck is this? Like, this looks pretty cool. Like, you picked it out. I don't even know how old you were when you picked it out.
I was pretty young, man.
You picked it out and I was like, what the fuck? And then I played it and I was like, yo, what the... Because there was... Wu-Tang people are like all over that.
Oh,
RZA produced it.
RZA, yeah.
So, like, he had Q-Tip on there who's from a Tribe Called Quest. I was like, yo, this soundtrack is off the fucking charts. Damn, well, you scaring me with that shit, buddy.
Well, did I sound weird earlier?
You know what you sounded? Nah, you didn't sound weird at all. But like, I could hear you like going from my left to my right every once in a while.
Oh,
but that was like very rare. It wasn't happening too crazy.
Oh, okay.
But going back to the Afro Samurai thing, yeah, that's like an old anime, very limited series. It's only like 6 episodes. Mm-hmm. And then like a movie which are both animated like fucking crazy. The seasonal things are animated okay, I think, looking back on it.
Yeah. But
the movie's really like animated like really well. Resurrection?
Resurrection.
Bro, that shit is fucking so fucking clean, so bloody. Is this gory as fuck?
Man, I remember watching like, I forget what episodes it was of Afro Samurai, and like they're fighting on a train. And he's fighting this dude with like this big ass bear head on him.
Oh yeah. That's really like another AMV.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, this is sick as fuck.
Oh, it's so.
It reminded me of Boondocks.
Yeah. Which is funny because Boondocks does have that like anime looking style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I honestly thought those two were like connected somehow as a fucking like kid that didn't know shit.
Have you seen the scene of like the guy and he's fighting the? I'm not gonna say his like name, but he's like the Black Samurai and he's like blind. From Boondocks. You're talking
about
we can't say it.
What, Stink Meter?
No. I'm gonna show you right now.
Bushido Jones or the fuck?
No. But man, he's like, I forget if it's Huey or Riley, but he's fighting this blind samurai.
Okay.
And that scene is so well animated. It's
like straight up like anime style.
Hold on, like
you show me his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
He's a blind samurai.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could say the whole thing. I mean, I probably could, but
yeah, we're not gonna do that.
We shouldn't risk the biscuit on this episode.
We're not gonna risk anything here.
Yeah, we're not gonna take any risks.
Maybe with the Miguel you can. I mean, he's a cop.
Fern's the only one. Fern's the only one. I imagine if I had Mario and Eddie on, it'd be like beep 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 the whole time. But yeah, those were the only two that. This is because they talked. That's literally just because how we grew up. To be honest with you,
all of us, but we're much better at like keeping it like.
Yeah, definitely.
Because sure. Like in the area we grew up in, dude, it's nothing but black people and Mexican people like constantly saying the N-word.
Yeah.
And like
pretty regularly.
This is like what we know.
Like at the store, in school.
Yeah. It's second nature to us. Like they say it to each other. They say it to white people. Sometimes white people say it back, even, especially if they, like Caleb. Caleb used to.
Yeah. Which you wouldn't even question because he grew up over here.
You wouldn't question.
Like I would never like G-check Caleb and be like, "Oh, yo, bro, you can't say that." Well, then again, I'm not black, so I can't. I don't think it's my place to say that shit.
That is true.
But if I was ever like, "Yo, why are you saying that?" Like white boy or some shit like that. Like I would never feel. I would feel uncomfortable just because I know where you're touching that shit way too much.
My bad.
I just feel like I know where he grew up, so I get him. It's kind of like Paul Wall, even though Paul Wall never really like said it on like records from like what I remember. It's kind of like that. Someone who grew up like in the South is just a common occurrence, to be honest with you. But yeah, I try to keep this show like slightly professional, you know what I mean, like as I can. It just depends on who you're hanging out with. That's how I see it. Like whoever I'm hanging out with, like, because I have friends that I'll say it around, and then I have friends that I'm just like, oh, obviously I'm not gonna say it fucking like at work or some shit like that, get caught up.
Yeah, that would be.
But terrible. Like around like Miguel or Eddie and Mario, like. It's just
They're
gonna
family,
like,
bro.
yeah, this is kind of like how it is.
Even around Josh.
Yeah, and
Josh is like the blackest person we know.
Jack is I was gonna call him Jack. Yeah, well, Josh or say Eric. No, Josh.
Eric too. Yeah, he's one of them, and
he's one of them. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm talking about he's one of like
fucking with you.
He's like one of the family is what I mean.
Oh
like,
yeah,
like,
definitely. Like, oh well, Josh. Yeah, I mean, me and Josh go like way back.
Hell yeah.
That's why I would like to have him on. But me and him being on one, I like I said, I talked to you off air. Like I think it'd be better with like a group of us, like either gaming or like a group of us like reacting to something, you know. Which I don't even know if I want to do that shit. But like a group of us doing something. Me and him being one-on-one would be kind of cool. It'd be cool, but like at the same time, I feel like he would be more comfortable with like everybody, yeah, where he could kind of chime in once in a while rather than like the pressure's just on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a funny ass individual.
He's funny though. Josh is very funny. Like he doesn't say much, but he talks around me, and he's funny as fuck. Like Josh be cracking me up. He's cracked Fernando up, and also like he be wilding out. Like sometimes like we'll be out drinking, and he doesn't drink.
Yeah, it's like me.
He doesn't drink at all, so he's always a sober one. So I always have a DD on call. So every time we go out, I'm just like, yo, Josh, you driving? Throw him my keys. Throw the keys to little C's. And he gets some hoes, and he's just like, all right, bet. Although sometimes he does scare me with his driving. Because, like, on the way back, I'll be, like, a little tipsy. And I'm just like, Josh, please don't crash my shit.
That is true. We went to Popeyes once. In your car. We went to Popeyes in your car, I think.
Did we?
Me and Josh, because I was hungry and you were like,
oh yeah. You were like, I think I had people over, no?
Yeah, you had people over. Like,
I was like, go take my brother to get Popeyes if you want, or like if you guys want food, go ahead and take my car.
He's like just him driving over there, like had me like full of anxiety, because he's kind of like Jesus when he drives. Have you ever driven with Jesus?
My friend? Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if it's him or if it's Fern. But
it's probably Fern.
But one of them, they go, and I'm like, God damn, bro, chill out.
It's probably Oscar, to be honest with you. Oscar's the only one. Shout out to Oscar.
Oscar's pretty cool.
Oscar, like, he's into, like, cars and shit. Like, he has a Mustang, and, like, now he just bought, like, a fucking bike.
Yeah.
So he's into the speed. So
I've rode with a couple of your homeboys, and I will say this. I think the best experience I've had riding with one of your homeboys, it would either be White Anthony or...
White Anthony, that's funny. Yeah.
Him or Nicky.
Nicky's pretty. Yeah. Pararuan. Shout out to Nick.
Yeah, the homeboy.
He's a pretty good driver. Yeah, I trust Nicky with driving.
I trust me, bro.
Huh?
He confused me because he was driving me to the house.
Right.
And he was like, okay, do we take a left? Do we take a right? And like, what's it called? We were barely like heading down this way. We were supposed to take a right here, and he took a left. I told him in the beginning, hey, take a right. And he's like, all right. And he like completely forgot.
he told me that you fell when you got out of the car.
I didn't fall.
Or you like stumbled a little bit.
I don't know, maybe. I don't remember.
I don't know. He was pretty.
I'm not drunk.
No. You like got off, but like you were like, I think he has his truck, doesn't he? I don't remember what kind of car he has.
I think he had a car. I don't know if he had a truck.
I don't know, but I remember like he told me that you kind of like stumbled when you got out. And he was just like, "What the fuck? Is he okay?" Jesus Christ! But oh my god, what the fuck were we been talking about? Josh,
funny guy.
Yeah, Josh is a fun guy, but But yeah, like I'm saying, like in that aspect, me and Josh are like family basically. To be honest with you, like I've been to like funerals, weddings, like in terms of like shit like involving his family. They'll invite me to like weddings and shit like that, and unfortunately funerals as well. So like our bond is pretty tight. Like his family like likes me a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't see him as much now because like now he's working on the fucking cruise. But
that's kind of badass, by the way.
Oh, you gotta talk closer.
Oh yeah, that's kind of badass. My bad. It's because like I keep forgetting.
But no, that is pretty cool. He's in like Washington, I think. Well, he's here now. Like I said, my boy's back, so we're gonna hang out for sure this Saturday and see what we get into. But yeah, I don't see his family rather as much as I used to. But it's all love. It's always all love with them. Like every time I see them, they're always just like hyping me up, and I'm just like, yo, what's up? And he actually had me to do his graduation photos last year. Oh yeah, which came out pretty good.
Pretty good on the Sony. R.I.P. R.I.P. the Sony. Oh my God,
R.I.P. the Sony. That. If you're watching the video version of this podcast, I'm gonna go ahead and hold up the Sony at one time.
R.I.P. The baby girl. Yeah, this for like 2-3 years, no?
I had it since 2020 March.
Yeah, it's 2 years.
Yeah, I mean it was definitely unfortunate that it fucking ate shit. But I have the Canon. I don't know if people could see the Canon. It's over here.
The GOAT.
But the Canon, I took photos Saturday and they came out pretty good. So I'm excited to dive into the Canon and see what I could do with that. But yeah, the Sony RIP. Honestly, like I was thinking about eventually like fixing it up, but I might as well just buy another fucking Sony at the because the RX 100 Mark V.
Yeah.
So it isn't as expensive as a new one. So if I ever want to get one later on in life, I could probably get one.
It already had problems beforehand, didn't it? Like it had a little bit of issues.
Like the turning on and off shit.
Yeah.
I think I could have fixed that with a firmware update. I think I could have updated it or like took out the memory card and then like restarted the system or formatted the shit again. And I could have maybe fixed it. I could have like rebooted it basically to get rid of that. And honestly, like towards the end, it wasn't doing that at all. Like I would have it in my room and never would like go on and off. But for a while, it was doing that shit where it would just open, scare the fuck out of me, open it and close it, like
like you're in the middle of a shot,
and, like in the middle of the night, and it would just like, yeah, that's the other thing too. I'd be taking photos, and my camera will like shut off, and I'd be like, and I'd like click on it again and like open it and close, and they'd be like just smiling like fucking forever. It seemed like. I'm just like, yo, keep that smile up, please.
You know, speaking of cameras and stuff, you got me into photography too.
Yeah. I've always been into I think I talked about with Mariah, but I've always been into photography. Yeah. Even like if it was on my phone. I mean, I was in yearbook with Nikki and shit like that. Looking back on it, I'm kind of like, damn, I should have saw like I should have saw it coming because like I was really into that shit. But yeah, like once we graduated, I was really into, even in high school, like with my Samsung, I would like always edit photos and like take time, like meticulously, like fucking around with settings and shit. But once I got my camera, I was like, yep, I was off to the races and been in love ever since. You know,
whenever I remember taking a lot of photos whenever I started my photography thing, and you were like, don't turn it into like a competition. Don't like see it as that.
Yeah, cause I talked to Erica and I talked to Eric and I talked to someone else about that, cause I was just like, yeah, I think art shouldn't be like a competitive, like obviously you want to do good and do well at your craft, and like I think it should be competitive amongst yourself, like innerly, like internally rather. You get me? Like eternally, I think you should like strive to be great and strive to like, this isn't up to my standards. You get me?
Yeah, 100%.
But you shouldn't be like, I'm just gonna like put out this work, or I'm gonna edit. I could do your style, or I could do this person's style. Like to me, I'm just kind of like, the art is, or at least me, the art isn't about that. The art is really about just doing it for yourself and really putting your effort and time into it and doing something you love. Because you love it and not because like a competition. I don't know if you heard the one with Mariah, but we were talking about how like I have problems like if like I post a photo of like an artist and like people are always just like, yo, you should tag them, or or not even tag them, you should just have like your water print on there. Like I'm very much of like, I'm cool with people taking my photos. Yeah. Like if I post something and someone jacks it, or not jacks it but reposts it without giving me credit,
It's cool.
I really don't care, to be honest with you.
Baldy.
Yeah. I'm really cool. Like, to me, that was dope as fuck. The fact that Boldy James, was literally my number one artist, like in 2021, I think, or 2020. The fact that he reposted a photo that I took with this fucking camera, bro, like, totally blew my mind. And like, yeah, he didn't tag me, but like, I didn't dwell on it at all. I was just kind of like, yo, like, I have it saved on my like IG.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this is fucking badass. The fact that he like totally saved it and stuff, and like posted it rather.
It's hard as photo.
But like, yeah, like that. I would never like comment under and be like, yo, tag me or like shit like that. I might have been like, yo, if you guys like this, I take other photos. I'm the guy that took this photo, shit like that. But even then, it didn't register in my mind. I was like, oh my god, it's fucking cool. Like, because I do like that wild west of the internet. The fact that someone could just take something and someone could do this, and like, it's kind of like flipping a beat in terms of like producing and shit. Yeah, it's kind of like that, like taking a sample that someone made and chopping it up and like making it into your own. And even though he didn't like re-edit it or anything like that, like I'm like more than okay, honestly. Like,
shit, that's your boy, bro.
Oh man, like I said, that shit was warmed my heart. It really warmed my heart because Boldy James is a fucking animal when it comes to rhyming and putting out music. Dude, his music is fucking phenomenal. If you guys never heard Boldy James, go ahead and listen to any project he did with The Alchemist. Is just fucking phenomenal. The Price to See in China, BoJack.
Yeah.
What's the other one he did?
Tecmo Bow.
Tecmo Bow. And his face like is on like a Nintendo cartridge. Those tapes are so fucking hard, bro. The production is so insane. It's so on fire. It's so like well executed.
He's a master of his craft.
Oh man, he's phenomenal in terms of like rhyming too, bro.
Yeah,
he did songs like without a beat. Like he did the whole. I forgot what song he did. I think he did
You're telling me about this, yeah,
dude.
There's a performance he had.
Fuck, I'm trying to think of the song he did. If you go ahead, pull up the album. Pull up
which one?
BoJack.
What am I, Jamie from Joe Rogan's podcast?
Yeah. Yo, Jamie, pull that up. Nick, pull that up. He totally did a song from BoJack
before I came here.
Redbone? Oh shit.
Yeah.
He totally did a song from fucking BoJack or Bo Jackson, which is his second record he did with The Alchemist, and he did it like word for word. Like he rhymed the whole shit. Let me see. Still Wool.
Still Wool?
I think it was Still Wool or
I don't even remember that song.
Or EPMD. It was one of those two.
Plotting My Demise.
He rhymed that record like without a beat. He rhymed the whole song.
That's crazy as fuck.
He was like, let's run that shit back. And then Alchemist dropped the beat and then he just did it again.
Wow.
It's the one that he says I think it's the one that he says Game Time Arrivederci.
I'm touching it too much, my bad.
Are you good? It was like one of those and I was like, yo, he just did the whole song. Like, I mean, talk about breath control. Like,
oh dude, that shit's hard as fuck.
Oh, it's very hard.
Some of your guests,
it's hard doing this shit. Yeah,
some of your guests be struggling with that. I might be struggling with that shit too right now.
I do that sometimes. I always like catch myself because I can hear myself, so I'm always just kind of like, then I'll come back.
That's why I did that earlier. I was like, it's just it's something that you have to learn too in the voice acting thing. But at least they're like post processing, like, but this fucking video is gonna be forever. But post processing, like, I can just go through Audacity and like cut out parts of it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like I said, going back to talk about Boldy, but getting off topic slightly. Yeah, you were the one that kind of put me onto the whole Audacity and like different like because I'm saying like when you're doing your voice thing, I was always curious like why the fuck is he really into like mics or why the fuck is he like I never really thought about it too much. But yeah, you like really put in time to making sure your quality sounds good.
Yeah, dude.
Which like living with mom and dad, I don't know how the fuck you do that because they're always yelling at each other or like just screaming or calling for you. But like you say what's up, but then they just never respond. Yeah, shit like that.
Nicoles,
like and like time. I guess I never really. Why didn't they just say like come over here?
I don't get it. And then dad's like. When your mom tells you, come over here, she doesn't need to call you twice. And I'm like, okay, my bad.
It's so fucking, and that would be so fun, especially when they're in the living room and I was in my room, which was like right behind the living room. Yeah. I was like,
you heard me, man.
Like, what do you want?
The TV's not that loud.
Like, what the fuck do you guys want? And I'd wait like 5 minutes to be like, what the fuck? And then like curse like under my breath as I open the door. I'm just like, huh? What do you want? I was like, yo,
He's like, get over here. Just
send
like
me a text, do something. Like, what the fuck do you want? Like,
technology.
Oh my god.
Super unnecessary, but
yeah, going back to the whole like art thing. Yeah, I remember you talking about the. I did tell you about like not trying to make photography a competition or just art, not make it a competition. You know.
Yeah, I feel you. Like going into we're gonna go back a little bit, backpedal. But going into the voice acting thing, I started off with the mentality of like, oh, I want to be better than everyone else, and then it evolved into, okay, I want to be the best I can be currently. And that's when I had this mic and I was still trying to like put out quality content. And then I got the new mic and I'm like, okay, I have everything to become the best VA on YouTube. The only thing that's going to stop me this time around is myself. And like, I've been so consistent, bro. Like 3 days in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you mentioned earlier, but you have how many subscribers do you have, or how many?
I have. It's around 800.
That's very impressive, bro.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. I'm at 50, so I'm at 50 right now.
We gonna get there, man. There's no, like Caesar said, there's no competition, bro.
No, it ain't no shit like that. I do this because I really like it. Like I said, it gives me a chance to be creative during the work week, and this photography like allow me to like express myself creatively and do shit like that, which I enjoy immensely. I advise anyone who's watching this, listening to this, if you're not doing anything creative, I think you should, whether it be rearranging your room or doing little shit like that. You keep touching it, bro, and you're fucking scaring me because every time you grab it, I'm just like, yo, please. I'm
gonna try and hold it in like right here.
No, I mean, if you ever get worried, just look at the levels and you could totally see. If your mic goes dead, then yeah, that means
you'll hear it.
I'll hear it. Yeah, I usually catch it. I think last time I unplugged this one actually with Miguel, and I had to like. But it stops automatically. It saves everything, so it's good there. Yeah.
All right.
But you grabbing it just freaks me out.
Having anxiety and shit. You don't want another what's her name situation.
Ooh,
the one girl.
Oh, Maria. Yeah. It's funny you said her. Yeah, she had it like slightly unplugged, but the audio wasn't too bad. Yeah. Although at the time I don't know if it was that or paranoia from other substances, but I was just kind of like, yo, what the fuck. I was like, oh my god,
you didn't smoke before this. This is the first sober podcast. We're getting sober.
I don't smoke at all. I'm drug free. but yes, we are both sober. I mean, you're 18 years old. What the fuck? What am I gonna do?
I've never smoked or drank in my life. That's a pretty good feat for 18 years.
Yeah, that's I guess nowadays. Yeah, that is very yeah,
especially growing up around like this neighborhood and like going to Sam Houston.
Everyone smokes weed in Sam
Houston. Everyone smokes weed in Sam Houston. You go into the restroom, that shit smells like weed. Like
yeah, that it's so crazy. Like looking back on it, like people did it when I was in school, but I definitely feel like nowadays, then like with cartridges and shit, like it's just like rampant. Like, it's like everywhere. Everywhere you go, it's like weed, which is cool, but at the same time, you're kind of like, ugh. Yeah. For school, is it like the best thing, you know?
Yeah, it's my kind of take on it is like, bro, if you do that, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. But like, don't try to push it onto me. Don't try to like influence me.
No, like, I've never done that either. I've never been like, yo, we're gonna smoke, or yo, come on. Like the peer pressure, I would never do that. I don't ever plan to do it. If you ever want to do it, you just ask me, and I'm just like,
yeah, perhaps it is time, perhaps it is not. We will decide.
But then again, you're 18 years old. You're still a young buck. Like you're a very young guy, so you have plenty of time to have more life experiences. But
I don't know. It goes against my religion as well.
Does it?
Buddhism.
Oh yeah. You had mentioned this over the weekend. I forgot you're a Buddhist now. Where's your little string of red?
You mean rosary beads? I don't have them with me.
You fucked up.
What do you mean? I don't carry them with me everywhere.
I mean, you're a religious man. I'd imagine you.
I am quite religious, but not that much. Hey, the one thing that like I've always tried, Caesar, that is so difficult.
What's that?
I've tried to stop cursing, and it's super difficult. I never.
Yeah, you have the mouth of a sailor.
Yeah, man.
I don't think. Man. I don't think I curse as much as I used to. Even then, I would never consider myself.
You wouldn't curse in front of mom.
Yeah. I would never.
Wouldn't for a while.
We cursed though. Like even as kids, 100%. We'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I was like.
But like, I don't know. I guess we were potty mouth
for a bit. Yeah.
Well, that's just, like I said, growing up with Miguel and Mario, it's very hard to like not like.
They're wild.
You're gonna curse.
They're wild
like
souls.
You're gonna curse. One to just defend yourself from the roast session that you're the fucking flame session that you're like experiencing. You're just like, I gotta like fight back. I gotta say some words.
They're constantly on that ass.
Yeah, they're constantly on you. You're just like, But yeah, I think growing up with them definitely that, and just watching wrestling, watching South Park, watching
dude,
shit
Rock?
like that. Oh man, The Rock.
Big influence on the language. My bad.
Yeah, would you consider yourself more of a Stone Cold Steve Austin guy or Dwayne The Rock Johnson guy? I'm a Stone Cold guy. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I've always been more of a Stone Cold guy. Love The Rock, but
yeah, I think I love The Rock's character, but like I always loved Austin more as like just.
I mean, he was just so fucking OP when you look at like him winning matches and shit. He was just OP as
he's
fuck.
just fucking up everybody.
And he would just
stunner?
raise hell and get the fuck out of there. He'd come like fuck everyone up and then just get bounced like
it's so
right
weird
away.
when he tried to be like a nice guy for that like small period of time.
That was funny.
Then McMahon was like, he's like, hey man, this shit
Cut
is
that
not
shit
you.
out. I want the old Stone
like,
Cold.
Yeah, hey, that was a hard ass promo.
Oh yeah.
Growing
We're
up
going
as a
back
kid,
to
I was
wrestling
like,
though.
oh, man, we keep going back and forth. I'm telling you.
That's awesome though. I think this is what is expected for like two brothers just to like be all over the place. I mean, the conversation is so natural. I didn't take any notes or anything. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna like? What am I gonna write down? Like,
we literally could go on for hours.
Yeah. I mean, we're coming up on an hour and 6 minutes.
Damn.
We can start wrapping it up in a bit. Anything else you wanted to talk to towards the end? I know you were talking about. Oh my God, what were you saying before I cut you off? About the whole art thing and your channel and shit like that.
Yeah. So my mentality was just like me versus me for a bit, and then once I got that mic, I was like, all right, I'm gonna put out quality content. Like, and then instead of becoming like a competitor, I became an observer, and I started observing other content creators, things they did for their thumbnails, things they did for their titles, things they did for their recording, how they recorded, how they edited their recording. I was studying it. I was studying like the sound effects they would put in, the scripts they would use, and like me, I'm just piecing everything together to become the best. Like, not because I think these other guys are bad. I think they're great. Like, these are people I'm learning from. So with all this information out there, I feel like everyone and anyone who like gets into the VA community or gets into the voice acting or like photography or podcasting stuff, they can definitely become the best at it as long as they observe and learn. Like,
I think so too. I think that's a good point. And the internet has definitely made it readily available.
Hell yeah.
There's so much content out there for you to absorb. And even like I mentioned, like using Adobe, Lightroom, and Premiere, there's tutorials like out the ass. Like I could literally just sit here and marathon this shit, and which I don't really do as much for Premiere. Like photo editing, I watch a couple of them. I do need to get on Premiere because I would want to like bump up the podcast a little bit in terms of editing. Right now, I just kind of like cut it, sync the audio, and just put it out there. But for my own videos, I'm definitely gonna do like a good amount of editing, just to like get rid of pauses, shit like that. Which will be dropping soon. I'd say probably like next month. By next month, middle of next month, there'll be a video of like me rambling about something. Whether it be like a movie. You know what I want to do? That like the Fast and the Furious. This is a very off topic.
Oh my God.
But I don't know when the fuck that movie comes out.
That whole series is like wild as hell, by the way.
Oh, it's insane. It's a cartoon. But I would love to like review one of those or review all of them.
You know what I think you're gonna become?
Make like a video series of those videos.
I think you're gonna become. I'm just predicting here, but I think it's gonna be very similar to how Double Toasted does.
Oh, DT?
I love it. Hey, you got me into that too. Double Toasted.
I knew me and Miguel watched Double Toasted when they were Spill.com.
Oh, dude.
And Spill.com, there was because you know how they do like cartoon animated shit every once in a while. Their whole channel on Spill was just animated videos, animated reviews. And dude, their content was awesome. I fucking love that channel so much. I was so heartbroken when I think Hollywood.com bought their website.
Damn.
Man, it fucking pissed me off. And I remember Corey he did like him and Martin and like a bunch of other friends they had did a fucking 24-hour like live stream or some shit like that
to raise money.
Or like he shaved his head and he fucking like watched 2 girls 1 cup and shit like that.
Dude, that video sucks.
Like he did a bunch of that kind of shit just to get like donations for like his new like endeavor, which is Double Toasted. Yeah. That's another like guy that I take inspiration from. Corey Coleman. Shout out to K Coolman.
Shout out to DT.
Just on his grind and creativity, like or creative.
Funny ass
wise.
individuals.
He's funny as fuck, bro.
Funny ass individuals.
Him and Martin are like the best. But the other people that were on Spill ended up doing their own channel, and Martin's like kind of the middleman, where he's on like oneofus.net, and then he's also on doubletoasted.com.
Yeah,
he's on both, so like it's like the best of both worlds. But yeah, their channel's amazing. But yeah, Double DT, I could kind of see that. I would love to like review movies. I've been wanting to get back into newer movies. Me, Fern, and Brittany watched Last Night in Soho, which was an Edgar Wright movie. Edgar Wright, Scott Pilgrim, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz. He directed a movie called Last Night in Soho, which is kind of like a thriller, like mystery kind of shit. That's set in like the 60s, but also modern day, and they go back and forth. It's amazing. It was really interesting. I liked it a lot, honestly. I liked it a lot. Not my favorite movie from him, but like just seeing that, I'm like, God damn, what the fuck am I like missing out from like newer movies?
Yeah.
So that's definitely something I want to get into. But yeah, going back to Fast and the Furious, I would love to like just review the whole series and like in preparation for like the new one, because I don't think those reviews would be too long or too in depth. You know what I mean? Nah. Hopefully by the end I'm not fucking bald and like craving a Corona every 2 seconds, because I don't know, bro. Like I legit haven't seen. I didn't see the Hobbs and Shaw, which was like a spinoff, and I definitely didn't see the one after Paul Walker died, and the one after that. I think they did like 3 movies.
Yeah, they've done 3. I haven't
death,
watched any of them.
or post 7, I think, because I think they're gonna be on 10 now, right? I'd imagine.
I think it's 9 or 10.
This is insane. The fact that they have those fucking movies is like
big ass series,
bro. Like we are watching part 1 and part 2 and Tokyo Drift, even though I'm not a huge fan of that movie. I know a lot of people like it, but yeah, I drift. That fucking Homeboy just ruins the movie for me. I like Bow Wow in the movie, but Homeboy is just like, I drift. DK, what's that, Donkey Kong? I was like, man, this guy, get the fuck. Where's Paul Walker at, please?
Jesus.
But seeing those movies back in the day as a kid, and having the VHS and having the DVD and having the toys or the Skyline and shit, and seeing where it's at now,
it's crazy.
Where like they're literal like superheroes, super people like doing this kind of shit. I'm just like, wait, what? Like Ludacris knows karate.
Yeah,
but
why
like
is he in there
back in the day, he was just like a fucking street racing like promoter, DJ kind of like, what the fuck? Like, at what point did this like? Did y'all become like special agents where they're literally doing jobs for the government? Like,
I don't know. It's so weird.
It's just insane. But that's a series that I think will be fun. That and Rocky, because I know Creed 3 is coming out.
Yeah.
Boy, I love them fucking Rocky movies. So
what's his name? Michael B. Jordan, dude.
Phenomenal
actor.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I knew him from The Wire, which is crazy, when he was a little kid.
I knew him from the movie where they all have powers.
Oh, Chronicle.
Oh, classic.
That's another classic, certified classic right there. That. Chronicle.
He got me into that.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Never went back. I'm telling you, that Inception. Look, this audio recording is like an hour 13, but
yeah, it's a pretty long episode. I'm gonna have to fucking fuck up my Buzzsprout subscription, because it's gonna be like cutting most of my audio. But don't worry about it. Keep going.
The thing is, me and Caesar, bro, we could go on for hours.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, yeah, we could definitely talk
this
about
episode could
movies.
Be like 3
we didn't
hours.
get into like fighting, to be honest with you. We didn't get to like MMA. Yeah. So there's plenty more to come. We could go ahead and end it here and wrap things up here. But
I'll wait for episode 2.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely be back.
It's either gonna be on his,
because you.
It's either going to be on your channel or it's going to be on mine. I'm starting a podcast.
It could be on my brother's channel, because you're going to do a face reveal, which is fucking funny as fuck. Eventually. So, like, I think when you do that, I could just edit the video, or not edit the video, but edit the title, and tag your channel into the whole shit.
Hell yeah.
But as for now, you can follow Nick at
Nickkenpapi
on Instagram. Yeah. You only have Instagram, right? I don't think you have a Twitter or
Currently,
anything.
I only have Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
Whenever we change the title, I'll give you, like, all the links to my channel stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah. I've been Caesar.
I've been Nick.
And until next time, peace.
Adios.
Nice, brother. Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
Bro, what the fuck? That was an hour of just like literally nothing. Like, well, it was literally.